Yeah, it's coming.
The Walt Disney World Hotel. That's where athletes who've received organ transplants and the families who donated those organs began gathering for this year's transplant games. Among many bittersweet reunions today was the emotional meeting between an Orlando family and the man who received their daughter's heart. The Torres family wears Isabel's picture close to their hearts as they search the crowd for the man who now has hers.
You made it.
Then suddenly, Jim Seneker and his wife are here, all the way from Tennessee. And in a way, so is Isabel. The first thing her mom does is feel the heart she gave away.
How's my heart doing?
Isabel was killed in a car accident at age 30. She left behind a large, closely knit family and 4 organs, a heart, liver, and 2 kidneys. Jim was near death when word came that they'd found a donor heart for him.
I don't really know how you can explain it. It's like, well, I'm going to get a chance to live. But it's from down here all the way up here.
Like so many who've received similar gifts, Jim and his wife wanted to meet their donor's family.
Well, I've gained a whole family of sisters, now haven't I?
It's an overwhelming moment for those who loved Isabel best.
It's neat to see the whole continuum of things and see how somebody actually has life and they can live on and be with their family even despite such tragedy. It's a neat feeling.
And a feeling they know other organ donor families share. And Jim will put Isabel's heart to the test tomorrow as he competes in the shot put, long jump, 200 meters, and basketball for the Tennessee team. Jim was fortunate to get an organ. So many people who desperately need them still die waiting. Our Health News coverage team's Dr. Mary Lynn Brown is here with more on the status of the organ shortage in the U.S.
Right now, 70,000 patients are waiting on a national transplant waiting list. 10 of those people will die today waiting for a transplant. Over half of those patients are kidney patients who are on dialysis and desperately need a transplant. This crisis is especially important in minorities, as end-stage renal or kidney disease is 3 times more common in Afro-Americans, Hispanics, and Asians than in whites. A single organ donation can help over 50 people. So how do you become a donor? First of all, discuss your decision with your family. In the state of Florida, all you need to do is sign your driver's license. For Channel 9's Health News coverage team, I'm Dr. Mary Lynn Brown.
Great organization to be involved in. Well, Disney's Wide World of Sports is hosting another great event, this year's 2000 Transplant Games.
People from around the nation and the world will compete in a variety of athletic events. But, you know, they're really not here to win because they've already won in the game of life. Here's Tomiko Gibson.
Thanks, Brad. How many times have you heard, give the gift of life? And how many times did you just shrug it off and go on with your very, very busy lives? I know I did until I met 2 very extraordinary families who have taught me what it truly means to give the gift of life.
Tennessee!
Folks in Seymour, Tennessee who know Jim Seneker will tell you, this farmer has plenty of heart. And right here in Central Florida, you could say exactly the same thing about his friend, Pastor Eugene Torres. They're 2 men from 2 cities who share one very, very special heart. In December of '96, God called early for 30-year-old Isabel Torres Baker.
She was my baby, and she was very special.
Acting on faith, her father Eugene donated her organs. Less than an hour later, 59-year-old Jim received a new heart and a new chance at life.
I honestly feel wonderful. I've had so good results.
Now both families have come together for the 2000 Transplant Games, where Jim will throw the shot put, jump long and high, and run the 200-meter dash, and where his and Isabel's heart will beat strong.
And he realizes that. And in fact, you know, first time we met, he said, you gave me the gift of life. And I said, no, Isabel. And I look forward to someday you may be able to thank the Lord first and then thank Isabel.
It was really a crying time. Really, I mean, I cried, but it really felt like I was going out to the car to meet some of my family that I knew was family, but I'd never ever seen before.
Just a little while ago, I had a chance to, touch his, his chest and hear our daughter's heart still beating there.
And they like to listen to her heart beat, and I told them that's fine with me.
Here's what they'd like to tell you.
But I'd like to say that it is a gift of life. And give somebody that same gift they gave me. And I don't guess I really smell the roses, but now I've learned to live life a day at a time and thank God for every minute I got.
Jesus said it's better to give life than to take life.
Of the 2000 U.S. Transplant Games.
And Joe and Brad, just very quickly, I want to read